What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the channel. I am Mitchell with Mitchell's Lawn Care. If you're new, thanks so much for tuning in, and to my loyal subscribers, welcome back. And as the title suggests, I am going to do a quick video on why I chose, one, a subcompact tractor, and two, why the Yanmar SA424. So behind me is my Yanmar 424. This is a subcompact tractor. And just to give you a brief background, or a quick background of when I got it, why I got it, how I got it, stuff like that. I purchased this from Wino Power Equipment here in High Point, North Carolina. And I've got it, I've had it for approximately 4 years now. Purchased it back in, I believe it was early 2017, and it has been a great tool, a great piece of equipment to have in the fleet, and it really opened up opportunities for more work, not only with my business, but also helping out other contractors as well. Being blessed and being able to add this to the fleet was definitely worth it. Again, this is the SA424 in Yanmar's subcompact lineup. You've got the 221, the 324, and the 424. And the difference between the two, the difference between the three is going to be ground clearance via the tire size and engine output. The 221 has lesser output than the 324 and the 424. The SA424 behind me is rated at 23.9 horsepower. It is a 3-cylinder liquid cooled diesel, and Yanmar is probably most famous, most known for their bulletproof small diesel engines. They are the innovator, first people to the game to do the small diesel engine, and a lot of people may not even know that they make tractors. They do small, what I would call like small construction equipment too, like excavators, things like that are very popular. But you can find Yanmar diesel engines in a lot of equipment that you already know and love, and one of them being John Deere. A lot of people may not know that, but John Deere runs Yanmar diesel engines in some of their tractors. So, as well as ASV, the company that makes skid steers and other equipment. I'm not too up to speed with ASV, but they run the Yanmar diesel. So let's dive into some of the reasons why I chose a subcompact. For one, the weight of the tractor is much lower than a compact or a utility tractor, or of course an agricultural tractor, which you would not use in lawn care and landscaping. But this tractor comes in right at 1,800 pounds, which, if you do the math, is not much more than a large ZTR, sit down zero turn mower. So with the right tires, now I chose to get one with the R4 tires, which is the industrial tire, as opposed to the ag tire, because these are more friendly on turf, but not as friendly on turf as a true turf tire, which I could put on here, but I offer, bush hogging services and stuff like that, and get into some pretty, hairy situations sometimes, and having the tread has helped and probably kept me from getting stuck, whereas a turf tire, you may not be as lucky. But I chose the subcompact tractor size first and foremost for its ability to be driven on like pristine lawns and stuff like that, and the weight of it doesn't just mire up the lawn or rut up the lawn. Now, like anything, if you go back and forth the same time or same way over and over, of course eventually it will cause some ruts. Anything will do that, okay? But overall, this thing is much more friendly on lawns than a tractor that is heavier. So a subcompact tractor is a smart choice for the lawn care guy, the landscaper, the hardscaper that doesn't need to lift a whole lot of weight. So I want to go ahead and put this out there. This video is not sponsored by Yanmar. I just wanted to come to you with some information as to why I chose a subcompact and why this tractor behind me. I've had several people ask me over the years why, and now I just figured I would just cover it in a video so you would know why. Dealer support is key. The Yanmar dealer for me is probably 2 miles or less from my house. Kubota, which would have been, a first choice or my next choice, they are 30 to 35 minutes away, which is not that bad, but in the event of like a quick repair or something that you need quick, 5 minutes is a lot better than, an hour round trip. So dealer support played a huge part in my choice to get the Yanmar. Now, I chose the 424 over the 324 for the simple fact of the larger tire size for stability and ground clearance. The 424 has a larger rear tire on it than the 324, so it has higher ground clearance. It's a wider tire, so it is more stable on properties, slopes, stuff like that. And you're not going to do crazy slopes with this tractor. That's not what it's meant for. This one is equipped with the YL210 front bucket with a lifting capacity right around 1,200 pounds. It's perfect for what I do, moving mulch, some dirt, grass seed, fertilizer, stuff like that when it comes time to, my little bulldogs out here, moving supplies around. So a 1,200 pound lifting capacity is perfect. There has been times where I would have liked to have a little bit more, but overall it's been perfect. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and go over some stats on this thing, show you the tractor. It's dirty, it's a tractor, but I do try to keep it clean. However, I've been using it recently. So let's flip this camera around. So as I said, this has the 3-cylinder liquid cooled diesel that's rated at just shy of 24 horsepower, running the R4 industrial tires. It is equipped with front headlights and rear tail lights, as well as the hazard lights front and rear. It does come with one of those caution triangles, which I took off. It is able to hook up to 3-point attachments on the back for subcompact tractors, as well as a I would say like a hitch insert that you can mount a ball on, which I did. I mounted a 2-inch ball on it just to move, small trailers around, stuff like that. You can run a 4-foot bush hog on this tractor, which I run a lot. I've got a 5-foot blade for the rear of it, as well as a 5-foot box blade. It does pretty good for the most part. And, there are some situations where, the lighter weight of it, can be a con, but you've got to realize and know that, hey, you're buying this size tractor for a reason, and you know, you've got to use it within the boundaries of it. In the world of tractors, you know, sometimes weight is key. You know, a lot of people weight down the tires just to gain more traction, counterbalance, stuff like that. But like I said before, you can't forget that it is a subcompact tractor. The foot controls for forward and reverse are the pedals. So you've got forward and reverse, park and brake. The controls for the front bucket are right here with a locking switch to keep it locked. And it booms up pretty good. I'm able to dump into my dump trailer with 2-foot extensions on top of that. So it does have a pretty good lifting height. One thing that Yanmars are known for is the one-piece boom, what I would call the boom. You know, a lot of other manufacturers, and there's nothing wrong with it, but a lot of other manufacturers kind of have a joint right here where there's one piece welded to the next. But as you can see here, this is all one piece of steel. And although it is a subcompact, it does have a dual hydraulic ram for the bucket, one on each side. Some smaller tractors only have one. This one has 2. It is equipped and ready for a belly pan mower if you wanted to mount one to it, what I would call like a finish mower. It's got controls on the side, on the left side, to turn that on and off and operate it. Of course, it's got the PTO in the rear to operate, you know, implements that may need it, a spreader, bush hog, post hole digger, what have you. It is equipped with the ROPS system for safety, as well as a seat belt. And I'll just read off some quick stats on it for those that like numbers. It's got a 6.1 gallon fuel tank, 3.6 quarts for the oil. It's rated at 45.7 foot-pounds of torque. Like I said, it comes in right at 1,800 pounds, 1,830. The PTO is 18.1 horsepower. It is a hydraulic clutch. And the traveling speeds on the 424 in low gear, miles per hour, you're looking at 0 to 6.3, and in high gear up to 13.1. Of course, the reverse gears are slower than that. And obviously, this tractor is four-wheel drive, which is selectable via a lever right here. There's a lever right there to select two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, which is nice. Two-wheel drive, it's easier to maneuver around. The turning radius is a little tighter. Locking in the front diff for four-wheel drive does reduce the turning radius a little bit. So those are just some reasons why I chose the Yanmar. It's a perfect size for the lawn care contractor, the landscaper. Another thing I wanted to touch on, the width. 54.1 inches. So this tractor will fit most places that mowers will fit. There's been many times where I've had to get through gates, and this will go pretty much where a 54-inch mower will go. albeit it depends on your tires. Some turf tires are a little bit wider than these industrials, the R4s, so that is going to affect your overall width. That 54.1 width is based on these tires, the R4s. So the widest point of this tractor is actually the sidewall of the tires, nothing else. So if you're in the market for a tractor, a subcompact is definitely a way to go. If you don't want to break the bank, you know, we would all love to have skid steers, but they're very expensive. They're also very heavy and not as friendly on turf as a subcompact tractor. I like to refer to this thing as my little Swiss Army knife. It has come in handy more times than not and paid for itself 10 times over. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully this answered some questions as to why I chose the tractor I did and the size of tractor I did. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, click that button and the little notification bell so you know the next time that I upload a video. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, leave them down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. And there's also some affiliate links down below for companies that I've teamed up with to offer you discounts, as well as some Amazon links for products I use each and every day in Mitchell's Lawn Care LLC. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful, blessed day, that you're happy, healthy, and that life is just freaking awesome for you. I know this has been a crazy year for a lot of people and a lot of businesses, but it's up to you to make the most of it. Until we meet again, until the next video, we'll see you.